heard from so many of you last night after Meghan McCain, the daughter of our late senior senator, was so candid about her experience with grief.
Yeah, like so many of you may have experienced, Meghan pushing through her grief the best she can. And tonight, more of my exclusive interview with her, talking insecurities and why she feels it's so important to be a voice for Arizona.
There's something about the desert and the people and the sun and the sunsets and the sandstorms. Like, there's just something about all of it.
Meghan McCain isn't shy about her Arizona pride.
My dressing room is filled with cactus, and my my apartment is all like Western and Arizona themed.
So much so,
where to watch Meghan McCain in the morning.
Pop culture has taken note.
Can I just say something as the princess of Arizona?
I was like, I hope people in Arizona aren't like, we don't want, like, she's ridiculous. And it's just funny because I think obviously SNL is exaggeration of how you are on the show. And I really am, like, as someone from Arizona. And because I think it's important to know that, you know, when you're watching this show, that not everyone's from New York City. I was born and raised in Arizona, and it's really important part of me. But I just hope Arizonans weren't offended.
The daughter of our late senior senator and co-host of The View says this is a platform she takes very seriously.
I'm so grateful to have a career. I do pinch myself most mornings that I'm still able to work in media. You know, I mean, it's very difficult. It's very challenging, and in a lot of different ways. I think ways people don't even really understand. And I just feel really privileged and blessed. And it's also, like, when people ask me, it's also a grind.
And in her career, she is transparent about what she calls a massive motivator.
I think that there are no secrets in life other than working very hard as well, and people are always going to assume that I only have my job because of my father. I think that's what drives me, is the insecurity that people always think that my job is handed to me. So I go into every job trying to grind harder than everybody else, research, do as much as possible to prove that I have a right to be there.
She says it was her dad who pushed her to take this job, and her family has since watched his mannerisms shine through.
My mother and my brother and my sister have all told me that I imitate his mannerisms, and even, like, he had a hot temper. I obviously do too. He was very reactive and emotive, and I don't know, I'm such a straight shooter, and behind the camera, the way I am is the same way I'm in front of the camera, for better and worse, so.
But not everything is what you see.
That it's all just catfighting all the time, and that it's sort of like lowest common denominator, women fighting. I mean, I really like being on a show where I'm allowed to be a 360-degree person.
Although they talk politics on The View, she doesn't plan to pursue it.
I don't think so. I think that I think legacy politicians is a hard sell in America in general. I just think because my dad was a politician doesn't mean that I would be good at it either.
She might not want to live politics, but she does want to follow it, especially in her home state.
If Arizona becomes a blue state, you should have one of your cameras on me on election night, because I think my head's going to explode. It's going to be such a crazy, you know, turn of politics.
Meghan says she could never bring herself to vote for Donald Trump, and she's staying out of Democratic primary politics. One note about women on TV: she is hopeful for the day when women can be passionate and heated, and it's not called catfighting or hysterical or other misogynistic terms.
Yeah, they're like two peas in a pod there.